I'm going to get calls from time to time. So anyway, I'm going to still elaborate on that point because I want this point made. I want this emphasized because I am still harping on you and knowing your surroundings when you are in the presence of a sorry hoe. I do. And I hope you have not acquired the services of one because they don't always expose themselves immediately. But you pay attention and see how they maneuver and work around you and other people's. Because if they can't get it over on you because you already caught wind that they are sorry funky asshole, then they start maneuvering around other people so it seems like it's less visible. It's not as obvious. But you see them. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You don't see what I'm saying. You don't even see what I'm saying. But I'm saying what I'm saying because it's true. Now dig this. Can I talk to you for a minute? Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you for a minute. Now, how many times in the initial stages of you dating, kicking it with somebody, do y'all do brunch, lunch, breakfast, dinner, supper, whatever you call it, but y'all eating together, breaking bread, right? That time frame in that era is pivotal because you're usually at a restaurant. You're usually out somewhere eating. And then you're getting to know this person. You're getting a feel of who and how this person is. And it seems fairly desirable. You like them. You seeing them in a light that you think you like and you might want to deal with and do on a regular enough basis, right? Now, far be it for me to say what the limits of statute are or any type of time frame, but typically about the 2 or 3 times, y'all probably gonna have an opportunity to get on the good foot and do the bad thing. The horizontal mumbo. That's sweet, funky stuff. So anyway, now after all these interactions and these meals and this time together and these times out that y'all have been getting associated, you find that there's an appeal to it, and you're like, okay, well, yeah, I want to do this more than I want to do anything else. So then you think this person is somebody you can take seriously. So you start interacting more regularly, more often, and more in depth. I ain't had a home cooked meal since Thanksgiving. This hoe ain't never cooked. I ain't been with her long enough for it to be November. I met the hoe in February. And I ain't had a home cooked meal yet. Can she cook? All these meals out and about, I've been paying for. I've been footing the bill. I've been laying down credit card, black card, debit, credit, EBT. I done every fucking thing. But ain't nobody cooked and brought me a plate of food during this entire time. Is that a part of the appeal to her? Is that she always seems happy, always seems joyful, always seems pleasant because you always feeding that funky hole. Maybe that's it. You didn't think about that, ill. And then have the audacity, the assnacity to say to you, what you want to eat? And you ain't thinking about it, but I bet you in the back of your mind, especially after the day, I damn sure hope you do. When she asks you what you want to eat, lay some pimp shit on her real quick. I don't know exactly what I would like to eat, but I understood that if you put meat at 350 degrees of heat, we could eat here, ho. Shit. Where you want to go to eat? 350 degrees of heat, all you got to do is put in the meat and bitch, we could eat here today, tonight together and put together whatever else you want to put around it. We could even cook together. You cook the meat, I'll cook the side. Something of stature, something of substance. I need to know I can hang my hat on if I just don't happen to have the flow to take your ass outside to go eat somewhere. It ain't gonna come out no brown bag. It ain't gonna come on no silver platter or some tray. Anybody gonna ask you what you want to eat to drink. Put some shit in the refrigerator and then pull that shit out when it's time for me to get something to drink. Put some shit in the freezer and then put that shit in the oven when it's time to eat. Can you do that? Is that something I'm okay with you not being able to do in this whole getting to know each other stage of this damn relationship? I ain't lying. I am not lying about that. You can Google that shit. You can YouTube most of that shit. I see people looking at the shit and still what you want to eat. Bitch, what about that shit you were just watching? How many views that shit got? You didn't view it long enough to figure out how to do it yourself? Do we have grocery in here? What you need? What do you need to make a home cooked meal? What do you need to provide a meal for me if I'm able to simply take you out and provide a meal for you? And I ain't saying I can't cook for you either, because it ain't like I ain't got skills to pay the bill. I mean, I still get on the ones and twos. But I'm just saying, have I brought you into a habit of you getting lazy, getting to a point where you don't think when it's time to eat, it's our responsibility to feed one another, not necessarily pay? I don't know, And I'm not going to be one-sided as if, this is typically all guys do. I just know guys do it. You open the door, she dresses nice, she looks appealing, but how many outfits do she have before your ass run low on bread? You dig what I'm saying? I mean, she might have a whole wardrobe at her house. Y'all ain't living together yet. You got to go across town and pick her up. I'm taking you out to eat. We're coming up with different places to go eat. We're thinking of restaurants and places and the top 10 places and look on Yelp and all this old dumbass shit. Get out of here, If she ain't old school, she might not have a problem with the fact that, she got a man that can cook. Matter of fact, I remember he made something to eat one time. It was damn good. But he only made something for himself. He didn't make anything for me. So he can cook. I don't know if that's a pre-qualification, a prerequisite for women to have a man that can cook or a man that would cook. I don't know. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. You got to have something that's not from some outside source that you provide, that's exclusive, that I'm like, that's definitely an attribute. I definitely want that on my team, in my house, in my bed, on top of me, up under me, all that kind of stuff. And another thing, another thing. I love everybody. I love everything. I ain't lying, I do. It's made me different to realize now how love can accentuate relationship and allow you to love others with loving yourself and being the type of person that people love to be around, you love to be around them. You have to have a certain amount of patience, though, because everybody is not the same. And you can't judge people and make them what you want them to be. No matter how you want for them, if they don't want that for themselves, you got to accept them as who they are. And once they show you that and give you all they're going to give you, take it with a grain of salt, take it with grace, and either rock with it or roll on. Either or. You're not obligated to do anything for anybody. But if somebody done showed you their true colors as far as you can tell, rock with it or roll on. I've said it before, because I'm typically the type of person who give you the benefit of the doubt. I give you the benefit of the doubt. You're having a rough patch, you're going through some things, what I'm saying, you want to try to not think about it and just have a good time. I ain't got no problem with that. But if you come as you are, and you come just yourself, you're naked, you ain't got nothing to share, you ain't got nothing to give, your story's sad, you've been stripped of everything, you're falling apart at the seams, you just kind of need a release and a break, and you're just trying to get from point A to point B. I can't say I have a problem with that, because sometimes you're put in a position to help people. Me, myself especially, I have an obligation, I have a responsibility to be an aid to those that I can be of. But here's the thing. If I stand 10 toes on doing that, and I'm giving of myself what I know you need. I'm giving to you what I know you need. I can tell by looking at you what you need. Okay, you need a shower. You need some mouthwash. You need some toothpaste. You need some shampoo. You need some clean clothes. This is what you need. I provide you this. And I have to catch myself when, after giving you this or while giving you this, you ask for something. Everything I gave you, I know you need, and you just happen to say, you got any silk boxers? Bitch, you better take these cotton drawers. You better be glad you got anything. Whoa, no. I know I said something similar to that. Somebody hungry and you get them some food, fork, spoon, salt, pepper, some hot sauce, and they're like, you could have cooked this steak a little longer. I can kick your ass now. And we can go as long as you want. If you don't shut your ass and show some thanks and appreciation, I'm telling you. Ooh, that food show was good. y'all got a little something we can snack on here. Y'all got a little nip. You know, we have a drink. You know what I'm saying? You got a cigarette? Bitch, no, we're done. I've given. Lord, please forgive and help me if I'm wrong. But you've crossed the line as far as I'm concerned. If after I've given you what I've given you, knowing you needed that, you give thanks for that, and then you push the line for anything more than that. It's time for me to go and pray some more, because I don't know if I might hurt you, girl.